A year ago, 220-pound senior Charlie Rosenberg left North Central College for Minnesota State in hopes of bettering his basketball career. What he found instead was his best friend. Here's this week's Cardinal Corner. The search for something more drove Charlie Rosenberg away from home. A year ago, the North Central men's basketball big man left for Minnesota State.
I don't know, my mind wasn't right. I thought I needed to, chase probably a bigger fish at a bigger school. And I had some friends at Minnesota State that put me in touch with coaches.
But what Rosenberg found upon arriving at the Division II school was nowhere near what he'd hoped for.
I made a rash decision. I got down there. It wasn't the best experience. It was kind of I lived in a studio apartment by myself, didn't have that many friends.
Nonetheless, Rosenberg put in the work.
I got beat up every day in practice. I think it helped my game a lot, but at the end of the season, I just probably couldn't do it anymore, so I decided to go home.
And so, according to Rosenberg, he came back home, where life has been great ever since. But there's so much more to the story. The Rosenberg didn't find time on the floor at Minnesota State. He did find his new best friend.
It's kind of like it flip-flopped, exactly, because when we were at Minnesota State, that was kind of like my place. I knew everybody, and then when we came down here, I didn't know anybody at all besides Chuck.
Rosenberg met Jayme Moten at Minnesota State, and the two shared similar circumstances, with Moten, the Spicer, Minnesota native, seeing reduced playing time thanks to an injured back.
When we were there, we used to talk about, what if we went here and just played our hearts out, we could be top 10 in the nation, we could be top 5 in the nation.
And so Rosenberg swept him away from home and introduced him to North Central College.
When I ended up taking a random spontaneous trip down to Naperville, Illinois with Chuck, I just fell in love with it. The coaching staff was great, the players were, really supportive, and it just seemed like a place where people wanted to work.
At Minnesota State, it was Moten introducing Rosenberg to new friends. At North Central College, it's the reverse.
This was the best thing that could have happened to me. I went away, but I came back, and it's just 100 times sweeter.
It's random, it's completely random, and I needed something like that, and he came out of nowhere and helped me out. So I'm really, really thankful for this opportunity I got down here.
Rosenberg and Moten, who lead a team in scoring on almost any given night, are polar opposites as basketball players, and polar opposites as people, too.
I think it helps us out a lot on the court because Chuck's really an aggressive person, when he gets into the game and stuff like that. So somebody like me who's, real confident and can talk to him at all times and has been around him for a while, it's, helps him calm down at times and, think about what he's doing.
Perhaps it's the differences in personality and play style that help the pair connect so well. And one thing's for certain, North Central basketball was fortunate this duo made the decision to transfer over.